Thank you so much for joining me in the fairy garden today. My name is Fairy Floss because I love to dance. And today we're doing some fairy dancing to celebrate Mother's Day. We're going to do some dancing all about the things that me and my fairy mum like to do together. Maybe you and your mum like to do them together too. Did you know that my fairy mum is 700 years old in fairy years? But she doesn't look a day over 600. Before we do our fairy dancing, we need to warm up our bodies. Let's go. Today, I've got on my favourite dancing dress, my favourite dancing shoes, and my favourite pair of fairy wings. Maybe you'd like to put on your favourite shoes or your favourite pair of fairy wings too. Make sure you've got enough room around you so you don't knock your wings when you dance and twirl. First, you're going to do some fairy jumping. Then you're going to warm up all the way from your head down to your fairy toes. Then you're going to warm up your big fairy wings. All right, feet together, ready to do some jumping. Follow along with me. Here we go. And fast fairy feet. Fast as you can. Jumping side to side. And star jumps. Perfect. Now you're going to warm up from your head all the way down to your toes. Follow me. And side to side. Circling your hips. Other way. And bending your knees. Okay, now stretching over one leg just as far as you can. And big stretch over to the other leg. Now to warm up your fairy wings. Ready? Shake one arm out. Shake, 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 shake. And shake the other arm out. Okay, you're going to stretch up to the sky. Here we go. And big circles. Flap your fairy wings. And even faster. I don't know about you, but my body and my fairy wings are feeling warm and ready to dance. I think I'm ready to go. Follow me. Now we've done our warm-up, let's practice our fairy toes and our fairy hands. Now, when you point your toes up to the roof like this, these are your troll toes. So, let's see if you can point them down to the floor nice and straight, keeping your legs flat against the floor. These are your fairy toes. Can I see your fairy toes? Beautiful. Now, when you scrunch your hands up like this, these are your troll hands. But when you move your hands nice and soft, like they're floating through the air, these are your fairy hands. Can you show me your fairy hands? Beautiful. Now, show me your troll toes and then your fairy toes. Ready? Troll toes and fairy toes. Troll toes, fairy toes. Troll toes, fairy toes. Troll toes, fairy toes. troll toes, fairy toes, and troll toes, and fairy toes. Wonderful. Now show me your scrunched up troll hands and show me your beautiful soft fairy hands like they're floating through the air. Can you show me your troll hands and your fairy hands? Ready? And fairy hands and troll hands. Fairy hands, troll hands, and fairy hands, and troll hands, and fairy hands, and troll toes, fairy toes, troll toes, and fairy toes. Ready? Troll hands, and fairy hands, and troll hands, and fairy hands. I think you're ready to dance. This dance is all about the things that me and my fairy mum love to do together. Maybe you and your mum like to do them together too. So mums, you can join in as well. The first thing that me and my fairy mum like to do is we like to play dress-ups. I like to pretend that I am a princess or a superhero. What do you like to pretend to be when you play dress-ups? So, we're going to start with our heels together and our toes turned out to the side. We're going to pretend to put on our beautiful princess dress. We're going to start with our hands together, bring them out to the side and back in. And as you bring your hands out to the side, you're going to bend your knees and straighten them up again. You bend and straighten, bend and straighten. Beautiful. Then I want you to put your arms up in the air. You're going to come up onto your toes and we're going to walk like we've got our princess shoes on. Good. Keep walking. Perfect. Let's put them together. Heels together and bend, straighten, bend, straighten, then up on your toes and walk, 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 walk. One more time. Bend, straighten, and walk, 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 walk. Perfect. My mum and I love to do painting. I like to paint beautiful pictures of fairies and unicorns and rainbows. What's your favourite thing to paint? Let's pretend like we're painting. So you're going to step one foot out to the side. You're going to get your fairy hand ready and you're going to do a big sweep up to the sky and back down like you're holding a paintbrush. Ready? Let's practice that again. Step out to the side and sweep your paintbrush up and down. Let's practice on the other side. Step one foot out and sweep your paintbrush up and down. My fairy mum and I love to go on adventures. We hop into our fairy car, put on our seatbelts, and go for a drive through fairyland. Maybe you and your mum like to go on adventures too. Let's pretend like we're in our fairy car. Jump to one side, do a little step, and back down. Jump to the other side, do a little step, and back down. Let's try again. Jump, step, step, and jump, step, step. One more time. Jump, step, step. Other way. Jump, step, step. Now, put your hands out in front of you like you're holding a steering wheel. As you jump to this side, you're going to turn your wheel this way. Jump, step, step. And as you jump to this side, you're going to turn your wheel this way. Jump, step, step. Let's go this way again. Jump, step, step. Jump, step, step. One more time. Jump, step, step. Jump, step, step. Now, let's pretend like our hands are the wheels of our fairy car. Put your hands out to the side. Straighten your fingers. Move your arms in a big circle. Up and down. As you bring your hands down, bend your knees and straighten. Bend and straighten. Good. Let's go again. and bend and straighten. Let's put those together. Jumping to one side, then the other side, then big circles with our fairy wheels. Ready? Hands out. We're going to jump this way. Jump, step, step. Jump, step, step. Jump, step, step. Jump, step, step. Turning your fairy wheels. And bend, straighten, bend, straighten, bend, straighten. One more time. Jumping to this side. Jump, step, step. Jump, step, step. Jump, step, step. Jump, step, step. And bend, straighten, bend, straighten. And bend, straighten. Perfect. Let's go over everything we've learnt so far. The first thing we did was our dress-ups. Then we did some fairy painting. And then we went for a drive in our fairy car. Let's see if we can put it all together. Bend, straighten, bend, straighten. Up in your dress-up shoes. Walk, 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 walk. Bend, straighten, put on your beautiful dress and walk, 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 walk. Then we did our fairy painting. Step and sweep. And step and sweep. And step and sweep. And step and sweep. Then we went for a drive in our fairy car. Hands out in front of you. Ready to jump this way? Jump, step, step. Jump, step, step. Jump, step, step. Jump, step, step. And turning the fairy wheels. And bend, straighten, bend, straighten. My fairy mum and I love to do fairy baking. My favourite thing to make is fairy bread and fairy cakes and fairy floss. What's your favourite thing to bake? Let's pretend like we are baking too. Put your hands together. You're going to move them in a big circle like you're stirring a big bowl of cake batter. Stir it around nice and big. And as you bring your arms around, you're going to bend your knees and straighten. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Then we need to use our rolling pin. Put your hands in fists and circle your arms around like this as fast as you can. And as you move your arms around, you're going to bend your knees again. Perfect. Let's put those together. Hands in front of you. Mix your big bowl. And then we're going to use our rolling pin. Hands together. Big rolls and bend your knees. When it's raining outside, sometimes we like to jump in muddy puddles. Let's put on our fairy gumboots. Ready to jump. Let's do 4 big jumps on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then let's stamp our feet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe you're getting some big splashes too. Let's do it on the other side. 4 big jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 big splashes. Splash, 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 and splash. Let's go over what we've just learnt. We did our fairy baking with our fairy bread and fairy floss. Then we jumped in muddy puddles. Let's practice. Put your hands out in front of you, ready to stir your mixture. Ready? Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Then get your rolling pins out. Roll and roll. Again. Bend and straighten. Bend, straighten, and roll your hands around. Then we're going to jump in muddy puddles. Over to this side. Jump, 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 and splash, 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 splash. Other side. Jump, 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 and splash, 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 splash. Then we're going to dance like our mums. Wiggle your bottoms. Face the back. And arms up. Wiggle your bottoms. I think we're ready to dance. That was so good. I think you're ready to put it all together. We're going to do our dress ups, then some fairy painting, and then we're going to go for an adventure in our fairy car. Arms up, and here we go. And painting. And let's go for a drive. And again. Wonderful. Now, let's do some fairy baking and jumping in muddy puddles. Then you're going to dance like your mum. And mums, you can join in too. Ready? Here we go. Get your rolling pins. Ready to jump? Jump. And splash. And ready to dance? And shake. And give your mum a big hug. You've done such a wonderful job fairy dancing today. Now, let's cool down our bodies. After we dance, it's very important to stretch out all of our muscles. So, start with your feet together. We're going to do a butterfly stretch. Hold your hands on your ankles and let your knees drop down to the floor like butterfly wings. Now, nice and gently, just as low as you can, reach forward towards your toes. And back up. You should feel a nice, gentle stretch. And back down. And up. One more time. Down. And up. Now let's stretch out our fairy legs. Leave one leg where it is and slide the other leg out along the floor. Press your knee into the ground so your leg is nice and flat. Reach your fairy hands up as high as you can towards the sky. Wiggle your fairy fingers. And now reach over to your fairy toe as far as you can. Beautiful. Reaching up again. Wiggle your fairy fingers. And reach over towards your fairy toe. Beautiful. One more time. Reaching up. Nice and high. And reaching over towards your fairy toe. Let's do the other side. Bring that foot back into the middle and slide the other leg out along the floor, pressing your knee into the ground and reaching your hands up as high as you can. And reach those hands over to your fairy toe. And up nice and high to the sky. And over towards your fairy toe. And up nice and high one more time. Reaching over towards your fairy toe. Beautiful. Now you can cross your legs. And it's time to stretch your fairy wings. Stretch one arm up, over to the side, up as high as you can. And And stretch the other arm up as high as you can to the sky. One more time. Stretch one arm up. And stretch the other arm. And bring it back down to the floor. Thank you so much for dancing with me today, and thank you to all the mums that danced with us today too. I hope you had as much of a fairy-tastic time as I did. Next time, we're doing some fairy ballet, so get your ballet shoes ready, and I'll see you there. Bye!